What's going on, Falcon fan? This your boy Ricondo. Come back at you with another video. So today we're going to talk about what I think is going to take for us to get a win in London against the New York Jets. Before we get to that video, please subscribe to the channel. Please hit the like button. Please hit the notification bell so you know when I drop another video. First of all, before I start, I do want to thank the six-man K-Style from Atlanta Falcon Nation for having me on the show last night. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, you guys keep doing what you're doing. You inspire me to get on here and talk about the Atlanta Falcons, and I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into the game. So, um, let's start off just speaking the obvious. It's not ideal with all the injuries that we got this week, both on defense and offense. So, it's gonna be very interesting for us to get this win this weekend. But that's why you put the 53 mans on the roster, so you can actually see. You believe these guys can be the next man up, play their roles, and see can we still come out with a win. Obviously, we got Russell Gage out on offense. We got Calvin Ridley out on offense. So that means Olamide Zaccheaus, Tajae Sharpe, Christian Blake, Frank Darby, um, and maybe even some of the guys like Austin Trammell. Remember we talked about him early in training camp, who actually had got injured, who was actually making a name for himself. Well, they might bring him up from the practice squad and actually get some playing time as well. So we never know. But on defense, Eric Harris and Avery Williams or doubtful as well. So that means we might be able to get see our second round pick, Richard Grant, get in the game as well. And since Avery Williams out, we'll probably be able to see Darren Hall. Kendall Sheffield might get some burn. So it's going to be a little different. Some of the guys that we expect to do something this season because they are on the 53-man roster, but they haven't played all season. So we might be some of the guys being in special teams, but they won't actually in playing on the either on the defense or offense, and we might be able to see these guys this week. So with that being said, like you guys know how I always do it, I go offense, defense, then special teams, and so um, this is what I think it's going to take for us to get a win this week. Hopefully, I'm correct. You never know, but let's start off on the offense. So from an offensive standpoint, I think we got to be able to shorten the game. I think they've been doing a great job um, having long drives, long sustainable drives, 15, 14 plays. The key to that is one thing is to make sure we score TDs though. So I think we need to continue to shorten the game, do the methodical down the field, takes what the defense give you, and then go ahead and punch it in for a touchdown. I think that's going to be important, and if we can shorten the game up, and when we do get in the red zone, be able to put it in a touchdown. That's going to be key. Of course, with all our injured wide receivers, our first and second wide receiver out, need to make sure we get the tight ends into the game. I think Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst going to be a big focal point to this game. Um, at least if they can draw double coverage and open up for some of those receivers that haven't got a lot of play time as well. So I think the game plan is to make sure that we get Kyle Pitts and Hayden Hurst into the game. I think it's going to be very important to get those guys in the game. So that's what the second point I think, and then the third I think that Arthur Smith who was brought here, he needs to be creative with the offense. He needs to make sure that since our top two receivers are out this week, he need to be creative. That's what he was brought here for. We like his offensive mind, and since we don't have um, Calvin Ridley, we don't have Russell Gage, need to be creative. Do some things that you had in a playbook that you might need to say you want to hold on for later on in the season. You might need to bring it out this week so we can get this win. And while you being creative, we need to make sure that we capitalize on third downs. Stay on the field. So that goes in line with the first point, what I was saying, be able to sustain drive, have a long drive. But in order to do that, you got to make sure that you capitalize on third downs. Make sure we try to stay in third and short. We don't want to get in second and 10 and third and 10, things like that. We want to make sure that we can have the long, sustainable drives course, that comes with running the ball, but of course that goes without saying. We need to run the ball. We need to get our running game more. I know they mentioned earlier that they feel like, if we can get to those second level blocks, we'll be able to start breaking some longer runs. So, but that's what I think of offense. We need to make sure that we shorten the game, and score TDs when we get in the red zone. We need to make sure we get our tight ends involved, because our top two receivers out. And then the last thing is Arthur Smith need to make sure that he's creative and capitalize on third down. All right, from a defensive standpoint, the first thing I think, since we playing a rookie quarterback, we don't need to let him get confident. All right, let him know that this is the NFL. This is your 5th game of the season, and we don't want you to get comfortable. You got 4 starts in the NFL, and welcome to the NFL. That's what we want. Welcome to the NFL, rookie. So we need to make sure we don't let Zach Wilson get confident. We need to make sure we don't let him get confident. And then the biggest thing is we don't need to give up big plays. I think that's what hurt us last week. We gave up too many big plays, too many long runs. We about to get out the field, it's third down, and then we the initial play for the defense is good, but then on the back end they'll make some kind of big play because we get undisciplined. So we plan our spots again, but we need to play through the whole down. Make sure that we don't give up big plays. Don't let them get any slippage out on breakdown plays like on the backside or anything like that. Don't let Zach Wilson go out and throw one of those miraculous passes like he had last week. So we definitely need to make sure that we don't give up any big plays, and we need to create turnovers. We need to start creating turnovers. We have had a couple turnovers this year. Strip sack, Isaiah Oliver, who's not playing, he's out for the rest of the season. So somebody else gonna have to. We need to start get some turnovers out there. We have some great playmakers on our defense. Deion Jones, who's known for taking pick six back to the house. Deron Harmon is also a savvy vet that have had a lot of big interceptions as well. So and then AJ Terrell just been solid all year. He just need to continue to do what he do. We won't have Marlon Davidson in there. They brought Mike Pennell up, so I think if we can get that middle clogged up and let our linebackers starting to hit, I think that's going to be key as well. So we need to make sure that we don't give up big plays and make sure we create some turnovers. And the last thing we need to do, we got to get out the field on third down. All right, that's the money down for offense and defense. And if you go back and look at any successful game, and the third down tells a story. And so I talked about it on the offensive side. We need to make sure we capitalize on third down. On the defense, we need to make sure we capitalize on third down. Third down is the money down. If we can be able to get off the field on third down on defense and stay on the field on third down on offense, I think it'll bode well for us for this week in London. And then the last thing, as for special teams, let's go to special teams. I think I'm consistent with this every week. We need to win the field position battle. I know that's cliche, but on special teams, field position is important. Even when the offense stalls, if you can pin the team back and deep in on their side of the field, they create. And if you can get off the field on 3 plays on the defense end, you get your offense back in good field position. So we need to make sure we win the position field battle. And then the last thing on special teams is something that happened to us last week is no big momentum plays. All right. I thought we had the game well in hand, coming out in the second half, and then what we do, we give up a kickoff return for a touchdown on the first play of the second half. So no big momentum plays, and really, I think that's important for us. If we don't give up no big momentum plays on special teams, I think we'll bode well this week. So with that being said, what I really think, it's our last game before we go into our bye. We got a lot of little nicks and injuries and stuff like that. So I think this week off going to do us well. But this could be a launching point for us this week. And so I'm calling this. This could be the start of something special. We look wounded. We have not been playing the way we wanted our Falcons to play this week. But if we can go to London um, and get a win against a team, I know it looked like they're not haven't been playing well. But if you look at the statistics, especially on defense, they actually been playing fairly well on defense this season for the New York Jets. So, and we have a lot of guys out this week, especially our top two receivers on offense. So we still come out in this game and get a win, and then go into the bye and come back fresh and regenerate. This could be starting something special for us the rest of this season. So that's the way I'm looking at it. That's what I think it's going to take for our guys to get a win this weekend in London. It's going to be an early game, 9:30. Hope you guys all be pumped up, ready to go, just like me. And all I got to say, let's go Falcon, let's go Dirty Birds. This is your boy, Ricondo. Peace.